Mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Alright, get some people up in here. Mic check, mic check. What's the word, chat? What's the word? B Cashy, what's up, man? Wait until a few more people get up here. You already know we gotta share this on Twitter. What's today? Thursday. Today Thursday. I think today Thursday. I said Thirsty Thursday earlier, right? I don't know why I keep getting Friday and Thursday and Friday mixed up, right? Jasmy fam, what's the word, man? Is we lit or what? Is we lit or what? Hold on, I got people hitting me up on Twitter. Bear with me. 13 people up in here. Is it 5 o'clock yet? Not yet. When you hop up in here, make sure that you hit that like, subscribe, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithm. I'm not sure why my headphone is not working on that side. Jasmy, Jasmy, you already know. How's Jasmy looking? Can we pull it up? You know what I'm saying? Okay. 2-1. It hit the 2-1. Still holding above $1 billion market cap. So that's good. That is good. Love to see it, right? We almost at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. I'll change my screen. Guys, we just got, we are looking forward to our first CEX listing for Johnny 5. Let's go, man. So slept on. So slept on. It's going to be one for the ages. What are those dirty low caps? Oh, you got to be part of the Discord or the Patreon, man. You know? Try to keep the retail, the new retail protected. You know, I don't want anybody doing some things they can't really navigate. I think it takes a different type of level of experience once you start dealing with like private sales and airdrop farming and stuff like that. You got to at least know how to use DeFi, right? I mean, and I think once you know when you get to that level, you got to at least know how to utilize DeFi, right? Turn some more lights on up in here. I'm really in a chill, but I guess I'll turn some more lights on. Hold on, gang. Alrighty. But yeah, I think it's like a learning curve, man. And of course, in crypto, everybody has their learning curve, right? Everybody has their learning curve. We do understand that. You know, you got to pay that tuition. And in crypto, you got to take a couple losses. You know, if you were here, bear market, right? Peak bear market, and you know what type of losses that I'm talking about. But guys, yeah, it takes a different level of experience once you start getting into DeFi, airdrop farming, farming private sales, stuff like that. I think before we can actually get to that step, we need to cover the basics, right? The basics. You know, I find so many people in my chat that simply don't even know how to swap, right? If you don't know how to utilize MetaMask or Trust Wallet or any type of code or hot storage, you need to be able to create those type of accounts if you want to get into private sales or start airdrop farming. So, I think it's, maybe I start doing some tutorials to cover the basis, because I wish I had somebody like myself that was willing to mentor, or I was part of a community like our community where we're very, very helpful and we're willing to mentor. It's Thirsty Thursday. Shout out to everybody. We got 20 people up here, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Let's get this thing going, man. We need 50 people up here. Turn it up. Have I looked into low cap privacy coins? Zano? I'm not a big fan of privacy coins. Privacy coins never work out for me. The last privacy coin that I held was a Tor protocol. I held a couple privacy tokens, but guys, they just don't work out for me, man. I'm not a big fan of the privacy narrative. I was a big fan of the privacy narrative, but I just got burnt so many times in being a person that's a crypto enthusiast, and you have a YouTube channel. You want to make sure you're delivering high tier alpha, right? And I just don't feel like the privacy narrative fits the bill for my portfolio. I'm big on AI, gaming. I like zero knowledge proof. I'm into like modular tech and things like that. But for the most part, I've always been burnt from privacy tokens. So I think a Tor protocol was the last privacy token that I probably would take an interest in. That's actually one that's in the deep end sector. So I'm not saying a Tor is bad. It's just privacy tokens, man. When you look at the type of regulation they have to face, most of them are automatically just put in that AML type of category, right? And I just want to stay away from that type of category. Altcoins are running today. We got Bunk up 59%. We are seeing a rejuvenation from Sol. Good to see Sol pumping, man. Sol above that Gossen channel. I told you guys that Quant was getting ready to run. We took a look at Quant. Quick look in the Hedera video. I feel like Quant is getting ready to run. I say it here, man. I know I said it earlier in the Hedera video. I feel like Hedera is one of the few tokens. If you was to ask me what tokens outside of BTC and ETH that you could think could get a possible ETF, I would say Hedera each and every time. I think like Hedera is, even in my opinion, I know people would say XRP, but in my opinion, I think Hedera is a step ahead of XRP as far as institutional interest. Just when you see the collaborations, the integrations, the type of companies that they're working with, I feel like Hedera could be that token that could quietly, in the next year, 2 years or so, we're talking about Hedera HBAR. Yes, HBAR having a ETF. I just see the structure being built. from that platform, the governance council, the people that they actually are rubbing elbows with. I don't know why it's something telling me. I just feel like Hedera could be one of those altcoins that we look up and there's an ETF for it. Guys, let me know what you think about that in the comments. We'll check out some we'll check out some low caps, right? We'll check out some low caps. We are seeing some meme coins run. We seeing Bunk up here 58% on the day. Salute the Dogecoin. I told you guys that the Dogecoin move was in, right? Simple strategy that I've been given for the last week, right? Just front running the Gaussian channel. We're seeing these altcoins break above the Gaussian channel. Usually, 30 to 40 days they flip green. Some are flipping green even before that, and we're starting to see very, very violent moves to the upside. So again, we've talked about Doge. We've talked about so many cryptocurrencies that was looking very, 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 very juicy, right? Even the Elon token, right? So again, altcoin season is looking pretty good. We do have JASMY, which has crept right into that top 100, sitting at a rank of 92 right now, sitting at a little bit above 2 cent, bringing in 835 million as far as volume. We could take a look at the JASMY charts here on the daily. The price really didn't move, and it's looking to show more momentum on the daily. So we love to see that, right? With JASMY, we got a little bit more information to be, kind of like, break it out to the 3-day here, which coming off a golden cross on the 3-day, which is nice. We don't know how long the stock RSI will hold up here in the overbought levels. So it is a cryptocurrency that I would be a little bit cautioned with because it has pumped, but the momentum is still strong, as you can see from the MACD. It is overbought, right? And it's been hanging out here for at least 5 to 10 days on the 3-day. So again, I would approach this with caution. But a big fan of what Jasmy is doing. Love to, look at your portfolio and you see one of your blue chip tokens that you can sleep good at night, literally sending. So not nothing bad there. Guys, we do have 48 days until the next BTC halving cycle, and I believe Bitcoin is sitting above 60K. So I was watching one of my guys, Crypto University's videos, and he was saying, like, if BTC was able to set an all-time high before the halving cycle, that'd be the first time that's ever happened, and it would confirm that this cycle is a little bit different than the last cycle, right? We did have a billionaire, big brain, scoop ball head, milk dud head, Mike Novogratz right here speaking on Bitcoin. I'm gonna let Mike Novogratz go ahead and speak on Bitcoin a little bit so we can see how the big boys, right, the elites, the billionaires feel about BTC.
Talk to us about what you're seeing under the surface. I think a lot of people are watching Bitcoin go absolutely parabolic and wonder what is exactly driving the flow. Who's driving it?
Well, listen, this is probably the first time in the history of Bitcoin that we have true price discovery. And what I mean by that is this is the first time that anyone who wants to buy it has easy access to buy it. And so, right, baby boomers have $85 trillion of wealth. Their wealth is, for the most part, managed through registered investment advisors who now, at least half of them or some portion of them, can just buy the ETF. And so you're seeing, a step function in new owners of Bitcoin, which is driving, I would say, a frenzy in the whole crypto ecosystem, right? So how crypto always works is Bitcoin gets bought and some people sell a little bit to buy Ethereum and they try to play the catch-ups and the altcoins. And I would say we've gotten to very frothy levels. You can see it in the funding rates of the altcoin market, how much you get paid to actually lend out your coins in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the alts. And so you saw it in the equities, the public equity markets, right? MicroStrategy, Marathon, all the kind of public equity bellwethers really went parabolic along with Bitcoin. And so I wouldn't be surprised to see some correction and some consolidation, but I'm very loath to pick a Bitcoin high because I really do believe this is price discovery. Will we test the old high? Most likely, and you'll probably have some consolidation, but I still think we're going to end the year much higher.
It's interesting to hear you kind of come in with some caution in the middle of this euphoria. It begs the question, what's also the new low?
Come on, man. What you mean caution? Ain't nobody trying to bring people into the market and buy green candles and look stupid. Like, these guys learned their lesson, in the last cycle, right? Michael Sandler was telling your grandma to buy crypto, you know what I'm saying? To sell your house, to sell your car, and then got absolutely giga-wrecked. So, it's good to see that they're having a little bit more self-discipline, right?
We broke out from 45,000. And so that would probably be what should hold us if there's a real correction. You never know why corrections come. Something happens and people, shift mindset. And there's a lot of people that have bought recently. I don't think it'll get there, quite frankly. I think if it corrects, it probably corrects to the mid 50s before taking off to the new high. First the old high, that 68, 69,000, where we got pretty close. But I do think then you're going to see, and partly this is, if you look at Fidelity or any of these big platforms that have so much baby boomer wealth, just shifting 2 to 3%, 1 to 3% of those assets, encouraging their customers to shift to Bitcoin over time, which has been an amazing diversifier, is a monster number, right? You think about it, like I said, 85 trillion of baby boomer wealth, 3% of that is 2.5 trillion, right? The whole market cap of Bitcoin is only a little more than 1.2 trillion.
Talk to him, Mike.
And so
Mike preaching.
Again, we're going to see a step change function. We're in the process. And I like to call it price discovery.
Price discovery for BTC. Mega Mike over here preaching on what the ETFs is doing and how boomers are finally warming up to cryptocurrency. Hence, you're getting the kind of like idea, right? This is an idea that's floating out there that this could be the most elite, lucrative, right? Lucrative bull run of all time as the elites in the suits and ties jump into the space. So even him preparing for a correction. Again, it's a little bit, once you start seeing everybody prepare for a correction now, I'm like, maybe I want to be a little bit more bullish because too many people now, they kind of preparing for that correction. Of course, be very, very responsible. Anything doesn't just, go straight up, right? But when so many people are preparing for a pre-halving correction or post-halving correction, now there has to be a conversation at some point where we think like, well, maybe this correction doesn't happen. Maybe people are still underestimating the ETFs. People are still underestimating cryptocurrency because we was in the bear market for so long that it kind of like it mess up your head. It's kind of like a person that was, that went to go serve, you know what I mean? You come back, you kind of messed up in the head, and it's the same thing with the cryptocurrency market. It kind of plays with your emotion. But guys, let me know what you think about Mike Novogratz and his opinion and his sentiment here on BTC and the entire altcoin market. And you can also see here of Jeff Bezos spotted chilling on a $500 million yacht with who? Michael Saylor himself. So we got another scoop ball head, Jeff Bezos, chilling with MicroStrategies, Michael Saylor on a $500 million super yacht, right? With a supermodel. So salute to Jeff Bezos, man. At some point, life, everybody ain't gonna make it. I don't want to get any hopes up. I hope him, you know what I mean? Because we gotta state the obvious. A lot of people are just getting into cryptocurrency. They didn't buy for the last 2 years like some of us have, right? So it is PvP. So everybody ain't gonna get to that state of wealth. But it's not about that, right? It's about being able to at least have some type of impact to where you're in a better position than you were before you entered the cryptocurrency space. Whether that be mentally, whether that be you learning something new, or even financially. Of course, we're here for the bag. We are here for the bag. A lot of people are here for the bag. Put them bags in the chat if you're here for the bag. But some people are not always driven by just monetary gain. Maybe you want to impact somebody's life. You feel me? And crypto has awarded you that type of opportunity. Salute to Jeff Bezos, though. Love to see people enjoying themselves. I do want to cover this PCE report. As you can see here, gold rallies after U.S. core PCE report approaches key resistance. Usually gold and BTC tends to ride rise together. So gold price climbs over 0.50%, reaching 2,000 as core PCE report supports continued disinflation trend. So the trend of the inflation seems to still be going down. U.S. Treasuries falls, enhancing gold's appeal with a market adjusting rate cut expected for June. What coincides what we're seeing for the CME here. As you see, we're potentially getting a 52% chance of a Fed cut in June. So everybody's now marking their calendars on June. Of course, we have a FOMC meeting in the next 19 days. We do not have one in halving month, right? April is BTC halving month. It's also J5 halving month. So if you're part of our community token, we are burning a substantial amount of the crypto tokens on April 18th. So I think April will be a very bullish month for cryptocurrency. Because we got the halving cycle. We don't have a meeting. Maybe we have some type of flash crash or correction just to shake out the last bit of weak hands. But I think that we are setting up to go to an all-time high. Let me know if in chat, do you believe that we could get a BTC all-time high before the halving cycle? We're very, very close. But do you think that this is a local top, guys? I need to know everybody's opinion. In fact, I'll probably do a poll here in a second. I want to also cover some key points of this this article here on FX Street. Okay, so Atlanta President Raphael Bostic commented that economic data should guide the Fed on when to start cutting rates, which according to him could happen in the summer. Bostic acknowledged that inflation is slowing down, but they do have to stay vigilant and attentive. So right now, of course, Jay Powell will be making those decisions specifically off the data that comes in. Chicago Fed president said that the policy is restrictive, and the question is, how long do we remain restrictive? So, family, when at some point we will get that monetary easing, right? And that's going to be a whole nother catalyst, right? Fed cut, monetary easing. We're still in monetary tightening. This is why there's a conversation and an argument right now that retail is not in crypto because retail cannot afford crypto, right? Right now, the suits and ties have been in it, and then the people that truly believe in what the crypto space is or got caught holding the bag, and maybe you don't believe in crypto, but you just got caught holding the bag from the last bear market. These are the people right now that's really, really seeing gains, right? But there's retail still is not here, right? Retail still not here. Credit is at an all-time high. People are still complaining on how much food is. Mortgages, car notes are still high because of the inflation. The interest rate numbers. So car notes are still high. So it's still a little bit of that. Still a little bit of that. Leftover bearishness in the space that we still haven't completely shook off, right? We still haven't completely shook off. Boston Fed Bank President Susan Collins sees the Fed path returning to 2% as a bumpy due tight labor market conditions and high inflation readings in January. Collins expects that the Fed will start reducing interest rates later this year. So everybody seems to be betting on later this year that we could get some type of Fed cut. All right, so we're almost there. We're almost there, right? We are almost there. Jobless claims still came in hot. As of February 24th, 215K, exceeding the estimate of 210K and the previous reading of 202K. So yeah, we still haven't seen that unemployment hit like we needed to hit. Unfortunately, in order for us to have a bullish market, we gotta take something to give something. In order to get what we need to get, people gotta lose their jobs. I know that sounds bad, but that's just how the market is. It is what it is. I didn't create the rules here, right? Don't blame me. Don't blame me for it, okay? And also, quietly, Bank of America's Merrill is offering spot Bitcoin ETFs to clients, right? So now we got Bank of America getting in on the game, awarding BTC ETFs to clients. People see the opportunity, right? They see it. They like, okay, so people want to buy Bitcoin without having to actually hold Bitcoin. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. They also, and this is interesting right here, coming from Bernstein analyst Gautam Kugani, says we remain convinced that BTC is on a 18-month path to 150,000, led by unprecedented institutional adoption, guys. Institutional adoption is here. And we're talking about BTC heading to 150,000 without retail being in. So this is why, if you're on the sideline, right, and even if you're a Bitcoin person, let's just say you're specifically BTC, and you want an opportunity for generational wealth, right? At some point, you will not be able to afford Bitcoin. We are getting to that point where normies, regular people, will not even be able to have a chance to get their hand on a Bitcoin, right? So what's the quickest route to be able to at least have one Bitcoin if you want to leave that digital gold, you know, and store it, store value for maybe your family members? Altcoin fucking season. Do not mess this up. You got to get it right. This altcoin season, we got to get it right. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Altcoin season is going to put you in that position, and we are one step away from being in a legit altcoin season if we're not already there. So let's get into some of the chats, man. We got love to see the chats here. We got 38 people up in here. All right, what we got going on, chat? Man, old fair Hall of Fame, baby. What's word? Yeah. Jasmy getting strong. Yeah, Jasmy is holding and building some structure, right? Some support at 2 cents. Love it. You can't see me? Why you can't see me? Okay, that was an old comment. Look into Art Block ABT. Very familiar with Art Block, man. Very familiar with Art Block. Have you looked into the low cap privacy? Okay, we talked about that. Really, it's a microphone. Is Hello dead? Down over 50% since the all-time high. Let's see. I had no idea what was going on with Hello. It was one of my phase 1 tokens. I used the Hello opportunity, unfortunately, as a buy the rumor, sell the news opportunity, but that's just how I looked at it because I felt like there was other, cryptocurrencies that had a little bit more potential. So we got into Hello early, right? And we was able to see some pretty nice gains and take profits up here in phase 1. It was one of the phase 1 tokens that I was able to take some pretty good profits on. It has since then lost 50% of its value, and that's just because it was simply a buy the rumor, sell the news event leading up to the show. That's how these things work. Maybe you're new, okay? But usually that's how these things work. And they're also probably unloading supply with all of the streaming integrations that they have. And if you've been paying attention to some of the news with Hello, they've been integrated into different streaming platforms. So me being a developer, I kind of understand how things work on the back end. You probably have to unload some of that supply. You have to unload supply to reinvest into your business. Every business does that, right? Every business in the stock market, these founders take profits. Look at Jeff Bezos. So at some point, these guys had to unload tokens. The project is just not just going to continue to just go up without some type of correction and building structure, as you can see right here, building structure. So how I look at it, with everything that they've been integrating, maybe they had to unload some of that supply to reinvest it back into the company, which would award opportunity to people who do believe in Hello but didn't get a chance to get into it down here. So I don't think it's necessarily bad. I think corrections are healthy for cryptocurrencies. I do not think they're bad. See what we got here. Rose privacy is gonna move. No basic people here. Crypto God, so funny. Richard Hart ecosystem going pump. Yeah, it is pumping. It actually is pumping. Like, I got a couple guys that's very, very big on post chain and Hex and post X and stuff like that. And in the Patreon, salute to my boy Honda. He was really showing everybody how the whole ecosystem was exploding and how his internet wallet was really being took to the next level. B Cashy, what's the word? Said I warned you about a tour before the dump and you rejected. I don't think a tour is actually a bad project. I just think that what happened with a tour, and I've explained this before because they actually are still doing some pretty good things as a DePIN project. It's still gonna run. Okay, a tour is still gonna run. So technically, I wouldn't be that guy to be like, oh, I told you so, because I don't agree with you. I just am not a fan of privacy tokens for my own personal reasons. Has nothing to do with whether if Tor is a good project or not. I still think that. I mean, think about it. I mean, I bought a Tor around 67 to 75 cents when I DCA'd. At one point, it went up to almost $2. So I mean, I got gains with a Tor. The only reason it sold off is because Tor pulled the rug, right? It's kind of like a Tor was on a block doing business on a block and not cutting them off, not breaking them off, right? So that's what happened. Tor Relay was like, hey, you can't continue to get a bag on my block, utilizing my platform, getting all of these gains, and y'all not, what up? You feel me? And of course, a Tor on the back end was already creating a plan to move on for Tor. So they already had a plan in place to kind of like, take off the training wheels that Tor and become their own man, right? They already had plans to become their own ecosystem. So, I mean, it didn't really fall that much. I just am not a fan of privacy tokens, right? Because of regulation and how the elites look at privacy tokens. They don't want people with privacy tokens. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be having a lot of exposure to a project that could potentially suffer for some type of compliance or regulation laws because it's AML. I want to drop it, but AML. But I don't think a Tor is bad, man. You're warning. I like what you got going on, Manosphere. You a G in the space, but that wasn't the reason that I kind of like left with Tor, right? I did feel bad, right, because a lot of people got in, post $1, and then it fell from like $2. A lot of people got in at $1.50, right, $2, and then the thing just fell off the map, off that news. Go buy JASMY now. I'm still at 2 cents. All right, so we got our JASMY shills in the game. Looking forward to creating generation wealth, Thomas. Love to hear that. Thank you, Crypto Marco. You looking like $1 million even before the bull run. Hey, man, we got to get it how we live, baby. We got to get it how we live out here, baby. We got to get it how we live. Get it to J5 before the halving cycle, as not many people know about that J5 halving. Yeah, man, we're burning 40% of the supply, guys. We are burning 40% of the supply. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about J5, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is this is the thing, right? You get the people that's like this, that, we want this and that. And in the 30 days that we have been building, right? We've been building in we've been lit for like 30 days, right? We've been building. We just officially dropped the news today that we will be listed here on Grove X, right? So the trading does begin on March 1st. Deposits and withdrawals will be live March 5th. And there we go, guys. We got our first official CEX listed. All right. So I can't really say much on anything because we're not here to make anybody feel like they have to be a part of the project. But again, I stated this in the video that I made earlier. Make sure you guys go watch the J5 video that I made a little bit earlier if you want updates on what we've done in the first 30 days of being in Inception. If you was that person that was in the back of your mind like, man, I wish I could get into a project like Shiba Inu in its early days, pre-500 holders. I can't stress it enough. This could be something that could be very, very impactful. Of course, we don't know how crypto or the bull run will be, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Anonymous, what's up? Virginia, what's the word? Thomas, appreciate you, good brother. Seeing your dog Elon. Thanks for covering it. I don't got no problem with covering it, Elon. I told you guys that it was very, very. It was looking very, very. I said it was looking very, very juicy, right? You can look at the Elon charts. And you look at it from kind of like a long-term perspective, which would be, in my opinion, I'm looking at it from the weekly. You can see the Gossen channel on the weekly for the altcoin, the others chart, which is an altcoin indicator, right? Of the total amount of altcoins excluding the top 10 in stablecoins. We're bullish in altcoins. I mean, you can't deny that right now we are bullish in altcoins, and we still haven't. We still have 37% until we complete the last leg of the arm, and we've seen BTC already head up to this, resistance here. We haven't even seen it from altcoins, so altcoins still have a nice move left in it, even before the halving cycle, right? This could be, if we don't correct, right, this could be still a 37% move for the entire altcoin market here, right? So what do you think is going to happen to these low caps, right? These micro caps, right? This is a project, J5, that has less than 150 holders, right? It's a micro cap with a docs dev that's, you know, out here putting in work, building, sleepless nights some nights, and really working to deliver and execute a utility for the product. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the community. I like the fact that we got our first CEX listed. That's huge, man. I think a lot of people are sleeping on it. But again, hey, it is what it is. You can't please everybody. That's how I look at it. Do I have it still up here? I thought I had pulled it up here. Maybe I didn't. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so you can see here, guys, this is the official Grove X page. Yeah, and they'll soon be listing us here. All right, and we can take a look at Elon for you guys, for the Elon community. Always a very supportive community. Love the Elon community. Very supportive. Let's see what we have here with Elon. All right, so you can see even the total market cap here is even bullish on the weekly. As far as momentum goes, okay, these are momentum indicators. Can't stress enough that I'm a momentum guy. Never aim to be this, you know, TNA expert. I just like to do my trades based off momentum here and long-term charts. So again, just to give you a little bit of insight on what I'm looking at, I'm liking the fact that Elon has still not crossed into the Gaussian or even crossed the median. I think that there's a lot of opportunity. You're closer to the bottom than the top compared to some tokens, and that's what you want to be when you're entering a trade. You want to be closer to the bottom opposed to be closer to the top. So many people get wrapped up into these green candles, this hype, and what your favorite influencers saying, well, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage when you're buying a top. So right now, even if you're looking for blue chip tokens, look for the ones that have not pumped on a weekly. Grab this indicator. It's free. You can head over to trading view. All you got to do is type in GC Gaussian channel, throw it on a weekly or your favorite altcoin, and just see if it's, you know, turned green on the weekly, or if it's broken into the quicksand. We call the median, you know, inside the Gaussian channel, the quicksand, right? So you see if it's broken or if it's broke above the quicksand, so it can give you an idea where you're at. You can see Elon, in my opinion, has a lot of potential because it hasn't even crossed the median in comparison to a project that actually runs with it, which is Doge. Doge, in my opinion, has now flipped bullish, and in 30 to 40 days, you will be seeing this Gaussian channel flip green as long as it maintains that momentum. The same could be said about Shiba Inu, which I don't know why it's such a hate. Well, I know why it's such a hated token, but I don't know why people not seeing these moves. Shiba Inu, again, massive green candle on the weekly, broke above the Gaussian channel, and I would assume that in the next 30 to 40 days, their Gaussian channel will also flip green. So you got a couple, you got some choices here, right, where you can actually front run this momentum and ride the momentum out. And we've seen that from charts like Solana. I believe H-bar just turned green. This is an example of a project that we talked about a few days ago where the Gaussian channel was actually red, and now it's flipped green. It didn't hop back into the quicksand, bounced right above it, using it as support, and now you're seeing a massive move here from Hedera. That's the market cap. I actually want to show you guys the actual price. So let's swing into that there. Okay, Hedera. We'll check out the Coinbase, right? So Coinbase one doesn't give me enough information. Let's try the Binance one, right? All right, Binance. And there's also some okay, you can see here, this is what I wanted to show you guys here, that right here, the Hedera. So it took about 70 days when it originally broke above the Gaussian channel to flip green. And you can see now Hedera here has bullish momentum. So the Gaussian channel here for Hedera is green. I believe JASMY's should be flipping green soon if it hasn't already flipped green. I don't know why it's taking JASMY's. Well, actually I do, because JASMY fell so far, right, without building much structure because of that huge dump that it had. But JASMY, you can see here, hasn't flipped green. So I think that the move is still, there's still a little bit little bit left with the move with JASMY here, and it's still undervalued because you're seeing that even with this strong move to the upside, JASMY Gaussian channel still hasn't flipped green on the weekly. So look at it as a gift and a curse with JASMY. In my opinion, I think the fact that it fell so hard and didn't build any structure makes it easier to break those resistance on the back on the way back up. That's how I look at it, and that's what I believe is happening. Is facing resistance here at 2 cents. I would be a little bit cautious and look for that pullback, but hard to say because the momentum is very, very strong with JASMY right now. Very, very strong here. Oh, what up? What up? Hey, yo, J5 code stack and purify all my DCAs. Gotta have that J5. Let's go, Doug. I'm loving this. I'm loving the energy. I made a video. I made my first official J5 video, and hopefully I explain the tutorial for you guys so everybody can understand if they want to access what we're over here doing on at J5, man. Crypto Nation, what's the word, baby? Whale Slayer, where are the boneheads at? Yeah, let's talk about bone. Let's do some TNA on bone, right? Since we are doing this, guys. And I am a degen. I know I've been covering like blue chips and things of that sort, and it's only because we got a lot of new people coming into crypto. But I am a degen. I am a degen. And if you want that degen type of information, you can join the Patreon. You can join the Discord. Or you can be part of the Telegram channel if you're holding a certain amount of J5. So J5 also gets you access to some of the utility within our ecosystem in the community. So even if you're not a member, you're not a patron, you can hold a substantial amount of J5 and still have access to some of these things that we have going on in the community. So just keep that in mind. Bone is interesting, man, because we don't have much information on the weekly for Bone. And the Gaussian channel is green. I mean, it's red, but it was green for so long, right? So at some point, like, when does this turn back green? It is back in the quicksand. The momentum here is bullish, but technically, Bone is still bearish from a grand scheme of things, right? From an outlook as far as the grand scheme of things, I think Bone is still bearish. I don't know if we truly know what the floor is because it's still a new token. You can't really see on the weekly, and it's been setting new lows. So it's the fact that it's been setting new lows here. You can see lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. Is this going to be the start of the next uptrend, or will it put in a lower low here? So Bone, in my opinion, is still bearish. You still got a chance with Bone. You still have a chance to accumulate Bone, right? It's just still bearish in my opinion. Still bearish for Bone. Bunk went crazy, yeah, man. Bunk actually been doing this thing. Let's check it out here. And then we'll get into some degen stuff because I know y'all like degen stuff. Yeah, Bunk is up 52% on the day. Wow, Bunk is a $1.4 billion market cap. Look at that, right? So, all right, we're seeing Bunk move again. So, this is how I would play Soul Coins, right? So, Bunk is moving again. Soul move first, right? The top meme coin on Soul move, which was Bunk. So now we'll start to look at something that has a lot of hype, but maybe still has not moved yet, which is Myro. And you can already see Myro is up 10% on a day. And it's still bearish because this is kind of like a bearish pattern here. And it wasn't able to break the 382. So the 382 right now is serving as resistance since it got rejected. Maybe it goes back to retest the 236 here. But I would pay attention to Myro, you know what I mean? Because Myro, I think, is the second strongest meme coin on Solana outside of Bunk. Maybe you revisit something like Cock Inu on AVAX. You start to look at something. Look, it's pumping. I didn't even have to look at this to know exactly what was happening when I seen that Bunk was popping. So you can see here, we do have Cock Inu on a 3-day again, starting to make an uptrend. So you want to see it stay above the neckline that we have here. This neckline would, if it was able to close above this on the 3-day candle, above this neckline here, we can kind of assume that it will begin to start an uptrend, right? It'll begin to start another uptrend. So these are still new meme coins, Cock, Myro. So again, be careful if you're new into crypto. These are a little bit more volatile. Even though they pump fast, they dump just as fast because they have not built any structure yet. A lot of the OG meme coins have less volatility because they've been here over a course of a year. They've been able to build some type of structure. Again, new meme coins can be a bit, volatile to the upside, but also to the downside because it has to build out structure, guys. So good to see Cock Inu back pumping. It seems like those three kind of like run together. Bonk, Myro, Cock Inu. That was that, Pepe, that you could put Pepe into that whole, thing right there. Okay, let's get into a little Degen, right? A Degen play that I've been paying attention to is MMA. This is a gaming token. Still under a $1 million market cap, guys. This is high risk, but what we've seen here on the 3-day from Meme Alliance is that it broke key resistance. The game is integrating every top meme coin into the game. So this is how I looked at it, and I talked to Master Elmo about this a little bit earlier. We was having a good laugh in the Telegram today, but this is actually very good marketing, right? Because think about it. All the meme coins, and you can say the same thing with Katana Inu, because we seen that they integrated Pepe into the game, right? So these meme coins integrating different meme coins into their game, what does it do? What's the elephant in the room? It brings the community with it. So the more meme coins that these guys integrate in the game, it's going to bring the fanboys with it. It's going to bring the Elmo fanboys, the Pepe fanboys, the Sharby fanboys, whatever that Fox name is, the Shiba fanboys, whatever. It'll bring their community with it. And how I look at it, sitting out here at under a $1 million market cap for a token that's in the gaming narrative, the game doesn't look that bad, right? I haven't played it to give you an idea of how clunky the gameplay may be, or if they're utilizing a controller or mouse. But for the most part, from a visual standpoint, the game looks okay, right? I'm not going to say it's the best thing smoking, you know what I'm saying? But it looks okay. It's good enough when you compare it to other games to have a pump, in my opinion, just off what we're looking at right here. So I got my eye on this. I think it has flipped bullish. I'll probably come back to this video and be like, I told you guys that this thing was about to send. As long as this 3-day candle can be an engulfing candle and close here above this neckline, then that's confirmation, in my opinion, that it's starting its uptrend right here from the floor. And why would I assume that? Because we did get an engulfing green candle right here, which could also signify a change in momentum. So I got my eyes on MMA. It's only 566 holders. I'm a Degen at heart. Not bad from the volume, and I like what they're doing with adding and integrating all of these different meme characters from different communities into the game. Because from a marketing standpoint, I've been in marketing and sales all my life. I can see why it will potentially bring the community over, and this has a massive potential compared to something like Katana Inu right here, which is also doing the same thing, right? I think Katana Inu is a little bit more further in development than this game. It's just a better game. Let's put it out there. Let's keep it real. Katana Inu just is a better game. But so they're what, $30-50 million market cap. There's some opportunity here. They just integrated Pepe into their game as well. So yeah, a very, very beautiful game from as far as a visual standpoint. I guess this is Pepe live with a little bit of gameplay here. I've been telling my guy Mega J about the Katana Inu game. I think it's a slept-on game. This is something that I would play, right? I like it. Gameplay looks pretty good. Again, I haven't played it. Hopefully, y'all guys let me get in, bro. I didn't signed up to play this in the beta stages. Man, why y'all not rocking with Millie? We gonna get you out there, baby. I love it. So there are a few gaming tokens that I have my eye on, right? I like Compete. I still hold Myra. It was a gaming token that I actually hold that I didn't even talk about when EA was actually asking me about the portfolio. But I still hold Mora. I got into Mora at a very reasonable price as well. So yeah, I think Katana Inu is following the footsteps of Great marketing, right? Integrating these meme characters for some of the biggest meme coins and hopes to bring over the community and create hype and awareness around the game. So keep that in mind, man. You gotta understand how the marketing works here with some of these games. Much love from the BTC on Soul community. What up, Crypto Source? So y'all got the your socials back? That's what I like to hear, man. Love to see that. As someone who doesn't trade on ETH, how bad could gas? Oh man, gas fees. What I seen ETH gas fees was like $70 this morning. I looked and then I closed the damn door. Like, Katana Inu, crazy stuff. I want to play. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it, Ayo? Have you heard that CKB is about to be a layer 2 for BTC? Wow, that's huge, man. Cause CKB has had a pretty nice move, right? You know, and my boy Crypto John, not the YouTuber, it was just a guy named Crypto John that used to be in the comments a lot of my videos. He used to rave about a quant in a Nervous Network, man, and you can see here Nervous Network put in that beautiful pattern that we love to see and bounce to the upside, man. So these patterns here, this accumulation, man, is really the easiest play in crypto when we hit the bull market. Literally the easiest play. Golden crosses and weekly Gaussian channel. From my experience, easiest plays in crypto. Easiest plays in crypto. So salute to the people that bought CKB, down here. And then we had news from Tau that the top BTC miner has migrated to Tau. Somebody asked me how high Tau can go. Tau has the same supply as Bitcoin. So if we're banking on AI being this massive sector, it's so massive that we feel like the potential is unlimited. Well, then we don't know how high Tau may go. Maybe it hits 1,500. Maybe it hits 5,000. Maybe it hits $10,000, which would be insane. But we've seen Coinbase name drop Tau, Vitalik name drop Tau. They built on entire ecosystems of subnets, some of the best integrations and partnerships into the system, and they're building and rolling out a decentralized version of ChatGPT, OpenAI, with their BitTensor technology. Big fan of Tau. Not yet working on it though. Community is raising funds. Okay, what do y'all had a community takeover? Vieira, what's up, baby? Gas fees are high. Yeah, they like $70 right now. That bad for gas? The small purchases for like $100. Yeah, man, it's really that bad for gas. So again, if you're complaining about gas, guys, you can always swing over to J5, right? You ain't gotta worry about all them gas fees, right? You ain't gotta worry about all that with J5, right? We on BNB. You ain't gotta worry about all those gas fees. You know, putting in a nice good candle. We need that candle to close above this one though, to signify that we are getting some type of bullish momentum. But yeah, we on BNB, man. No gas fees over here. Come chill. Come hang. Let me see what we have here. Spell token. I haven't checked that in a while, right? Spell. All right, let's swing over here to Spell. Guys, when you hop in here, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe, okay? This is around that sweet time where we need about 70 to 100 people, so it's very important that when you hop in the stream, you share the stream, get it rolling on Twitter. Let's get everybody in here, right? Let's get everybody in here. Wow. Somebody was telling, man, yeah, OPSEC has been a beast, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. OPSEC. I seen Unibright, right? I think was that you, AOKG, that was telling me about Unibright? Gala is doing well. My boy Ian from Token Metrics, he mentioned Bottle on our interview. Wow, our NFTs back? What? Okay, so I gotta start taking NFTs more serious. When I see this type of shit, oh yeah, I gotta start taking NFTs more serious. I don't take NFTs serious enough. I need to start taking NFTs and kind of like front run NFT season. What did you ask me? Spell token. Spell token. OG. This is an OG, right? But it is one of those OGs that have demand. I mean, I know they had a stable coin, Magic Internet Money, and other stuff. Let's see what they be on. Okay. All right. It hasn't had his massive run yet. It's still sitting at $185 million market cap. Spell held up a lot more than what I thought it was, and it's listed on Crypto.com. I used to trade this token back in the day, the last bull market, man. This token, man, was very volatile. Gave you some pretty good gains if you know how to kind of like twerk it with a spell here. But yeah, if people adopt their stablecoin, this thing is gonna fucking send. That's what it all comes back to. Sperax, Spell, Phantom, they all got stablecoins, right? And if people adopt and use their stablecoins, Frax is another one. I think that these projects will go parabolic. Just like Terra Luna did, right? The reason that Terra Luna did so well is because the stablecoin did well. People adopted the stablecoin. Of course, it crashed, and hopefully they don't have like algorithmic stablecoins, but they all have stablecoins. And if the stablecoins do well, which we know in the bull runs, stablecoins do well. Why? Because people move their profits into stablecoins, looking to front run the different liquidity cycles inside the market. So Bitcoin goes to ETH goes to high caps, goes to mid caps goes to small caps, micro caps, altcoin season, and then the NFT season. So yeah, stable coins. You need stable coins to do that type of stuff. You don't want to be flipping you into cash and doing this. That's just too much taxes, bro. That's annoying at some point, right? Mike Van with the $5, 100% last 24 hours. Love BTC. Oh, so good to see, man. Good to see that y'all pumped. I could tell by the engulfing channel that y'all have some momentum. Unfortunately, I do protect my community over here, so it's nothing personal. I just want to make sure that we were bringing
100%
a legitimate project here on
Love, BTC on Soul.
The stream. So please don't take it personal. It's nothing. It's just business. Gas fees are high. Millie's. Yeah, man. Were you talking about Unibright a little bit earlier? Were we talking about that AOKG when you messaged me? Hey Millie, what's up from Lisbon? I went to public schools. Where's that at? Where's Lisbon at? I went to public schools. Vieira, like and share. Let's show. Yeah, show some love, bro. Salute to the BTC Soul family. Y'all guys, reach out to me when you get that socials fixed, man. It sounds like y'all guys are having a community takeover, but sometimes the best meme coins have a community takeover, so you never know when these things might bounce back. Gas fees are high. Been trying to buy more you've been stacking that Pepe 2.0, bro. I gotta give it up to you, right? And salute to my J5 community. But you've been very, 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 very bullish on Pepe 2.0 since I was making the Pepe 2.0 videos. Now, I was making kind of like bearish videos because I wasn't a fan of Pepe 2.0, but it's still sitting at a $44 million market cap. So the team seems like they're here to stay. You cannot deny that, right? When you see, that these guys didn't rug, anything is better than all progress is better than rug progress, right? So they didn't rug. They had a massive sell-off, but at least they didn't rug, right? So, you know what I mean? That was a nice little move right there. And you're kind of like back here where it lost all those gains. So the question is Pepe ready for the next move to the upside? Right, let's look at the daily charts. Pepe 2.0, not Pepe 2.0. Any updates on Pepe 2.0? Anything that they doing specifically? Okay, we could get a V-shaped pattern recovery if this second candle can close above this red candle here. Would be good. Could because momentum seems to be bullish right here on the stock RSI. We do not know. A lot of zeros. Pumponomics, 10K holders. All right, almost a million in volume. They still kicking. They are still kicking. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe. Portugal? All right. I went to public schools. Don't get mad at me. I heard you talk about Dev AI a while back. I think someone chatting in. Could you look and share the update on your thoughts? Yeah, so I think in phase 1, we had a couple tokens. Dev AI and I believe Seed, where you can actually mint tokens at the click of a button. So Dev AI, they've had some successful Solana launches here. I like the bullish tokenomics when you look at the supply is less than 1 million, right? So we know this type of token can easily hit the heights of 4 digits, right? We're talking about a token that can go to $1,000 per token, $2,000 per token. And hey, if I look at it like this, if Solana becomes this huge ecosystem where developers flock to, you know what I mean, and they don't want to, they don't want to get into like learning how to code or sitting down there coding their own contract. As long as Dev AI is a project of integrity and character, and they have these no coding toolkits that don't have any type of malicious code, I could see something like this becoming adopted, right? You can easily just go to their Telegram and mint a Solana token. So that's the utility, right? You can create a Solana meme coin very, very quick. And they've had meme coins go to $100 million, $200 million market caps. So you can say that, hey, so far they've had success. Their contracts don't seem to be bugged out. So, I mean, if Solana keeps growing and developers keep flocking and more people subscribe to no-code toolkits, well, then a project like Dev AI and even Seed could be massive hits, right? Seed is another one where it's a no-code toolkit as well. Looking to build a floor, right? It's a new crypto. So after it had massive pump, right now it's building structure and looking to build that floor. So two no-code toolkit tokens that have potential if people start really getting into the development aspect inside of cryptocurrency, right? Can we still buy PAL? Okay, so this is the thing, right? My cryptocurrency has a partnership with PAL, so I'm biased on PAL, right? I literally have a collaboration with PAL, right? J5 literally has a collaboration with PAL, right? We have a collaboration with PAL. PAL is sitting here at 42 cents, $334 million market cap. It would be pretty irresponsible for me to tell you to go buy PAL after this massive move. But here's the thing. Do I believe PAL will hit a $1 billion market cap? I believe that wholeheartedly. It's the reason I believe that because I know as a dev, PAL AI is the only AI cryptocurrency that's integrated throughout the entirety of the crypto space. They've literally took over the crypto space. They probably partnered with almost every cryptocurrency in the space, including our community token, Johnny 5. So I'm bullish on PAL. But there's other opportunities, right? Many people faded PAL and got into Palm AI, right? You can see here, Palm AI went from like 5 cents to 50 cents. Palm AI was a good fade to PAL. I think another one is Purple AI, right? Purple AI here, they have a partnership with Buddha Coin, right? And they're more of an image generator, right? Putting in a beautiful candle. I love this pattern. I love these patterns. These patterns, in my opinion, 60% of the time, break back up to the upside. As long as this is a higher low here, we got another move to the upside coming. And you look at PAL sitting at a $334 million market cap when you got PAI here sitting at a $7 million market cap. There's also other good Web3 tools, not named Johnny 5, because we also have a Web3 tool. So guys, J5 could be one that you could potentially like, okay, I miss PAL. Up AI, all right? Another sleeper here that I believe is correct and sitting at a $2 million market cap. Very, very bullish pattern. People are utilizing Up AI, right? You got to have like $5,000 worth of this product to even utilize their technical indicators. Their technical, and I've seen that these guys' technical indicators have been on fucking point, right? So pro traders are using Up AI's technical indicators to front run Solana tokens. They have all type of different tiers and categories, right? They even got a tier if you're just into Solana tokens, right? Called the pro tier. But you can see here, and they even let you know like, hey, this is a 21% chance of a rug rate, but usually the return on investment is 212,000%, win rate 70%. I've been seeing pros rage about Up AI and utilizing their Web3 tools to front run launches of some of the top and hottest sold meme coins, right? And you can see they ain't really playing because in order to get into the mini tier, you got to hold 700 UPAI. And you can see here the token is worth $2.28. So that's like what, $1,400, $1,500 just to get started. That's how much they believe in their tools. They got the basic tier, we got a whole 1500 up AI, and then you got the pro tier, which we were just talking about, where you have to utilize 3000 up AI. So this has been on my radar. Their tools work pretty good. And again, if you miss PAL AI, there's so much different opportunities outside of PAL, but they're more risky. So if you're new in the cryptocurrency, the ones that I just showed you guys are risky as fuck, okay? PAL AI, less volatility, but they even went through a period of FUD with the whole staking stake gate. Salute to my boy Crypto Loser. Stake gate, right? They had some FUD around their staking, okay? Another one that has some pretty good Web3 tools here is Call Hub. So this is another one that's been on my watch list. You can see here, people are using Call Hub. Again, they're using their Web3, these Web3 tools and apps to get into some of the best cryptocurrency calls in its early stages. And OZK just made me so mad just seeing this. They migrated on me. I'm so disappointed in OZK. I'm so disappointed in OZK. One of my worst BRC calls, man. And it's probably going, now that I say it's one of my worst BRC calls, it's probably going to bounce after the migration. That's usually how it goes, right? So yeah, you have Call Hub. So all of these are high risk, all right? Ignore this, all right? Call Hub, $1 million market cap. So, hey, if you feel like PAL AI has crossed that threshold where it's too much of a big market cap, there's other options. If you're bullish on PAL AI being the ecosystem of integration for AI Web3 tools, and you think that it's going to go anywhere between a $1 or $10 billion market cap or higher, well, you just got to have patience. And if you buy now, you got to expect a 60% correction. So if you buy now, at least put in your mind that, hey, this thing could drop 60% because it's pumped so much. So you gotta put that in your head and be prepared for it. All right, yeah. Okay. Can we still? That's dope. What you talking about, Tizzo? Yes, OPSEC, AIT. I hold those, but I got into those early, man. Not OPSEC. I don't hold that one, but I do hold AIT, right? I could have come up here and be like, pump my bags, right? Pump my bags and say, yeah, AIT is a good buy. I got into AIT at the bottom, right? And now looking at this, I got, I've made so much profits. It's like this red candle here on the daily, that kind of scares me, right? For you, great, because you can find opportunity here in AIT. If AIT breaks this neckline, then because I made such good gains on AIT, maybe, if you got into it early, because we got into it down here, maybe at some point you're like, okay, maybe I take some profits off the table, but I'm so bullish on TAL's ecosystem and AIT being a subnet that I'm probably just going to ride it out, man, and take this correction to the chin with hopes that it continues to go up over time. But yeah, with this engulfing red candle, if it closes, then this could be an opportunity for buyers to step in, and this could be a great opportunity for new buyers to get into AIT because it's a TAL subnet, guys, and TAL is going to be massive. So yeah, AIT, great opportunity if you're looking at this as a correction, right? OPSEC is literally sending. I wouldn't call that a correction. Guys, how long I've been going? About an hour. I got to swing over to the Twitter space with Bird and Buddha. So I'll be swinging over to the Twitter space with Bird and Buddha. Appreciate everybody that showed up to the chat here. I appreciate you guys. I am going to swing over to Twitter, maybe talking about a little bit of J5. Guys, we're about to get on our first centralized exchange listing, guys. Like, do not underestimate that. It ain't there yet, but it's a few days until that trading and deposits and withdrawals start. So, I mean, if you wanted to look at it like, hey, this is my chance to get into a project sub 500 holders. Do your research, of course. Do your research. Don't just get into it because Millie said get into it. Just go do your research. Go do as much research. Go watch the video of the J5 updates that I made. Salute to the chat. Appreciate everybody that showed up. Guys, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur. I'm about to swing over to Twitter. If you want to hang with me, I'll be over there in the Twitter space with Buddha, Bird, And I guess I'll be a speaker over there and talk about a little bit of J5 and some of the updates that we have. So I'm going to swing over there, guys. Appreciate you, Thomas Castro. Yes, J5 community, I need y'all to go crazy. I might do a giveaway on one of my next videos. So I might, you know, whoever can make the most creative I think it's going to be whoever can make the most creative J5 video, J5 comment in the comment box. We'll do a giveaway, right, in one of the next videos, right? Let's get the community involved. I got to go, guys. I'm going to swing over there. Appreciate everybody that showed up to the stream. Want to give a quick stream throughout